Greetings, YouTubers, and welcome to my 70-second TTM video. TTM stands for Through the Mail, where we send out autograph requests through the mail, and hopefully they send us what we sent out back, signed. Sometimes there's a fee required, sometimes not. I hope everyone's been doing well and been having a good time and staying safe in these crazy times. Been watching everybody's videos again, and they've been superb as always. Today, I will share one TTM return that I got. It was a fast one too, but I'm glad I got something back. I'll give shout-outs to 4 great channels, and also announce the winner of the 1987 Topps baseball set as we are finally nearing the end of the 1-year anniversary giveaway, just in time to start year 2. But I appreciate everybody watching, and you want to learn something about the one TTM I got? I will tell you all about the person soon enough. But I do want to give a melancholy happy trails to a legend that passed away, a basketball Hall of Famer, Mr. Bob Lanier, passed away recently. Graduate of St. Bonaventure up there in New York. Took him to the Final Four. Played mostly with the Detroit Pistons in the NBA. Had like a size 22 foot or something like that. It was big. Biggest foot in history NBA. So rest in peace, Mr. Lanier. You were certainly a great player. And today, the shout-outs, the 4 channels I'll be giving shout-outs to are basically veteran channels, but decided to go that way this week. First, man from Michigan. One of Michigan's favorite sons, Klummps Kards. Old Kurt up there does a great job with TTMs. Give him a look-see. You'll enjoy the stuff that he gets, and he gets quite a few TTMs. So check out Klummps Kards. Second, the man from New England, Frank M. TTM autographs and much more. He does quite a bit. TTMs, rips, he does it all. Well, Frank, good guy as well as like Kurt. Great channel. And then we've got another man from the state of New York, Zach. I believe he's from New York. Zach's Collections. Zach's just hit over 200 subs, so congratulations to Zach. He's another guy that has quite a great channel. Rips, TTMs, a man of many talents. And the 4th one goes out to the Wolf, Mr. Card Wolf, the Bob Ross of YouTube. He does such a nice and calming voice. I always like to watch his channel. Does a lot of rips. Does great giveaways. Recently gave away like a whole album of cards. Wolfie, CW, as he's also known, is close to 200, so if you haven't subscribed to him, give him a look-see. Let's get him up to 200. Alright, I got one TTM, one only. It took 8 days, and I donated $5. There was really no fee, but when I send a baseball, which is what I sent, I always like to include something. And this gentleman sent it back. Sent it back in 8 days. He's a legend in the TTM community. I'm all the way from Texas. I sent to Mr. Johnny Edwards, former Major League catcher. He sent the baseball right here. I'd asked him to inscribe 1961 National League champs. He signed 1961 NL pennant Cincinnati Reds, and he did send my $5 back. But always as a courtesy, I try to send something. He also likes to include a lot of cards, and I didn't get any cards, but he sent this nice, it's more than 8 by 10. Maybe 8.5 by 11 photo of himself. He signed it, Ed, best wishes, Johnny Edwards. And that is great. The post office did a great job of mangling it in the box, so got all scrunched up. But nevertheless, it was superb of him to send that in the mail for me. Now, Johnny Edwards, who was he? What did he do? I'll tell you about him. John Alban Edwards, better known as Johnny, was born on June 10th, 1938 in Columbus, Ohio, the capital of the Buckeye State. He's currently 83. He attended Ohio State University, OSU, and earned a degree in engineering. So, very smart man there. He made his major league debut after being signed by the Cincinnati Reds as an amateur free agent in 1959. He made his major league debut 2 years later, on June 27th, 1961, at the age of 23, in a 10-8 win over the Chicago Cubs at Wrigley Field. He was primarily a backup catcher to Jerry Zimmerman on the Reds. Excuse me. And he played his whole career, 1961 to 1974. 13 years, 14 seasons, however you want to do it. He played his career mostly with the Cincinnati Reds, played one season with the Cardinals, and then finished up with the Houston Astros from 1969 to 74. He did play in 2 World Series, the first time in the 1961 World Series, where he had 4 hits and 2 doubles. The Yankees defeated the Reds in 5 games that year. His offensive numbers, though, he's a pretty good offensive player, diminished after he suffered a broken finger on the last day of spring training in 1966. He continued to be one of the best defensive catchers in the National League, however, and he was the catcher on August 19, 1965, when Jim Maloney threw a 10-inning no-hitter. 2 months earlier, he was Jim Maloney's catcher for 10 innings against the Mets, but the no-hitter was broken up. But by 1968, the Reds had a young catcher by the name of Johnny Bench, and this Johnny was, I guess, expendable. On February 8th, 1968, he was traded to the St. Louis Cardinals for Pat Corrales and Jimmy Williams. There in St. Louis, he backed up Tim McCarver, and on September 18th, 1968, he was the catcher for Ray Washburn's no-hitter for the Cardinals. He was a member, I should say, of the Cardinals' 1968 team, the defending World Series champs. They lost in the World Series to the Tigers that year, in a great one. On October 11th, 1968, shortly after the World Series had ended, the St. Louis Cardinals traded him to the Houston Astros for Dave Aldish and Dave Justy. In 1969, he finished 36th in the NL MVP voting, his first season with the Houston Astros. He had a really good year. He wound up finishing again in 1974. And in his career, he played in 1,470 games, had 1,106 hits, hit .242, 81 homers, 521 runs batted in, had a .992 fielding percentage, so he was a great defensive catcher. Twice he was a Gold Glove winner, and 3 times an All-Star. Richard Kendall of SABR devised an unscientific study that rated Johnny Edwards as the second most dominating fielding catcher in Major League history. I don't know exactly what he used. Johnny Edwards did catch 109 shutouts, and is 22nd all-time among Major League catchers for that particular category. Now, in the off-season back in his day, the players actually had to go out and get jobs because they didn't have a ton of money they were making. So during the off-season, old Johnny Edwards, when he was with the Reds, worked as an engineer for General Electric in the Research and Development Department for nuclear fuel elements. So, you want to send Mr. Edwards something? He's really good at TTMs. Check him out. Write him a letter. And he should send you something back. Yours, maybe send you something extra. He usually does that. But thank you, Mr. Edwards, for the great baseball that he signed. And also for the great photograph he threw in. And no thanks to the Postal Service for scrunching it up in the envelope. Now, let's get down to 1987 set. Right here in this box. Somebody will walk away with the 87 set. Who'll be watching me today? You smell what I'm cooking. Yes, The Rock will be watching on top of the box there. And as always, I have my trusty box. There it is. So everyone knows it's legal. And the contestants for today, if you've already won, you're not in this, so that's why I take someone out when they win, so people get a chance. The Collectaholic, great channel. He collects a lot of stuff. Another great channel, Shaw Racing Collects. And as I always say, they're not just racing. I haven't seen him in a while, but have you seen my baseball? He's still around. And the man from Europe, Freedom Sufferer Cards. You haven't seen him, you're missing a ton of stuff. We got one of Canada's finest, Sticks G, way up north. Then we got somebody who's just got back on YouTube after months of being out. Stir Fries Trio. Sterling, the man. His wife just had another child, so congratulations to him. One of Western Pennsylvania's favorites, Math Bowler, big Pirate fan. And we get the man from California, Patrick's Baseball Cards and TTMs. And from Alabama, Poor Man's Stack. Oh, Jason. All right, let's shake up the box. That box is shaking. Now, time to put my hand in the box. And the winner is, if I can get this right, who is it? It's Patrick. Baseball cards in TTM. So congratulations, Patrick. I think I got your address. I'll check. Congratulations on the win. We're down to the final two, finally. But after that, I have a couple other items to give away. So still a couple opportunities for folks. And also, I forgot the gift card. That was the biggie, $50 gift card. So that's still in play. That's the last thing we'll be giving out. Thank you all. I appreciate you taking your time to watch the video. Hopefully you learned something about Johnny Edwards. Hopefully you stayed through. If not, not angry at all. I hope everybody's doing well. Let's be kind to each other, one at a time. Everybody stay safe out there. Crazy times we live in. Stay healthy. Enjoy the hobby. It's fun. And check out those channels. You might like them. If you do, give them a sub. It don't cost nothing. If you like this channel, hit the like button. If you're not subscribed, subscribe if you'd like. And, check the bell off. I don't say punch it because you heard your computer, but check the bell and you'll get notifications of when I come out. Hopefully we'll get more content out than we have been. Been a little crazy around here myself. And if you didn't like it, hit the subscribe button anyway. Maybe you'll like something down the line and, make someone happy. But again, when you check out those 4, watch the videos because YouTube now has this thing where you got to watch the whole thing. So watch and check. But thank you all. Again, stay safe. Until next time. And tonight we say goodnight to Saskatchewan. Good night up there in Canada. Love you all.